You know you are seeing it today?
Who can engage you?
Not Amla. 106, 103, 1 ambassador, that's what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. What's my recipient? What they allowed last time now? So my recipient there, and even
and since when you been in the country, the sex?
from the family. I should not call nobody out. No, you are not.
Because they said they have investigation. He accuses people of the one happened to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you don't get in 200,000 now. You know you are seeing it today?
Who can engage you?
Not Amla. 106, 103, 1 ambassador, that's what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. What's my recipient? What they allowed last time now? So my recipient there, and even
it will have a specific place that it will have begun from. But in this case, there were multiple areas that we noticed that the fire picked up from. So it wasn't like from one particular location spreading throughout the room, but from multiple locations around the room. So at this point in time, we are.
You know you are seeing it today?
Who can engage you?
Not Amla. 106, 103, 1 ambassador, that's what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. What's my recipient? What they allowed last time now? So my recipient there, and even
and since when you been in the country, the sex?
from the family. I should not call nobody out. No, you are not.
Because they said they have investigation. He accuses people of the one happened to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you don't get in 200,000 now. You know you are seeing it today?
Who can engage you?
Not Amla. 106, 103, 1 ambassador, that's what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. What's my recipient? What they allowed last time now? So my recipient there, and even
But listen did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisans' word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatements. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
It will have a specific place that it will have begun from. But in this case, there were multiple areas that we noticed that the fire picked up from. So it wasn't like from one particular location spreading throughout the room, but from multiple locations around the room. So at this point in time, we are
Another year I see there today.
Who can engage you?
Matt Amla, 106, 103. More ambassador are there for that one you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. Go to receive them. Go there last time now. So I receive them there. And leave them.
And since when you pay the contract is sex?
From the family. I should not call nobody out. No, you are not.
Because they said they have investigation. He accuses people of the not happy to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you don't get him 200,000 now. Another year I see there today.
Who can engage you?
Matt Amla, 106, 103. More ambassador are there for that one you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, also hotel. Go to receive them. Go there last time now. So I receive them there. And leave them.
Pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to the Thursday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Folks, we'd like to say good morning and a pleasant welcome to today's edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Folks, we'd like to say good morning to you. And thanks for always tuning in. Thanks for always joining us. We are here today. It's the 19th of the month of June, the year is 2025, and we are gradually moving. We say hands up to you all for following. Thanks a lot for always following. Share the show, encourage others to join, because today's edition of the program promises to be a well-served, palatable breakfast. Folks, we say welcome to the show, and thanks a lot for always joining us whenever we are here. So today's edition of the show promises to be a well-served, palatable breakfast. As always, the time check is exactly 9 minutes past 8 o'clock. And we are here. My name is Emmanuel David. I'm here alongside my colleague Lorena Honorary. Together, we're going to rumble you through this edition of the show. So we encourage you to share the show and invite others to join. And on the flip side, we're going to give cash out as well. Cash giveaway. We're giving out cash out as well. And the opportunity is yours to play the game star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. Play with the minimum of $100 Liberian dollars. Or 70, that's 50 cents USD that qualifies you to play and win for yourself. Happy Thursday. Focus on the good and let the rest follow. Yes. Happy Thursday. Focus on the good. Let the old one be dead and gone. Do not focus on what happened on yesterday. Do not focus on what happened on day before yesterday, because life has its own. Life comes with its own. So you have to focus on what is before you and forge ahead so that you can make it in this life, because life depends on you as an individual. So you have to work hard to accomplish your goals, your aim, and your objective. So, folks, we say do not look at where you fall, look at where you stumble your toe, because where you stumble your toe is where the mistake happens. And where you fall is just the end of the action. The end of the action can in no way determine the root cause of the action. So you have to retrospect, look back to where you went wrong, so that you don't have a reoccurrence of what have happened. And with that, you stand a better chance to move on. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, but the courage to wake up and keep moving, that counts. So we'd like to say welcome. 11 minutes past 8 o'clock. For those of you celebrating birthday on today, we'd like to say happy birthday out to you. Those of you celebrated day ago. For me, I celebrated on the 17th of this month. I like to use this medium to say hands up to all of those who send their messages. Yes, those messages, it was very important. I was at home. I was very busy on the internet. I had to respond to all of those messages, calls, and posts. I like to say thank you. Yes. With that, I know that I have people who really care about me. I like to say thank you, and thank you. Okay, so we are here. We have to crisscross the country to speak with our correspondents to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia. We want to say Keep following, share the live, encourage others to join. We go to other counties. Yes, Montserrat County is not just Liberia. We have to go to other places to know exactly rather what is going on in some of those places. So keep playing again. Star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. Star 255 star 4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Star 255 star 4 hash. All right, the more you play, the better your chances of winning. We are here this morning. Star 255 star 4 hash. All right, so we have to crisscross the country to speak of our correspondent. We'll come back. We'll take a very short break to do some adjustment here. I'm experiencing some technical problem here. I have to do some adjustment with this dashboard. I have to do some adjustment. But let's kickstart the conversation with our correspondents to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia. And then we come back here and bring it up to speed with the latest unfolding as it relates to news. So let's go to Victor Cooper, and then we'll go to Tapeta County. Okay, we go to Victor Cooper. Victor is our man there in Nimba County. Let's go to Victor Cooper. Victor is our man there in Nimba County. We speak of Victor Cooper, and then we go to Tapeta County. We go to the southeast, and we speak with Christopher Fine. These are our folks that we're going to have conversation with this morning as we go on the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. 30 minutes past 8 o'clock is 13 minutes past 8 o'clock. We'd like to say thank you for always being there, folks. We highly appreciate you. So we'll go to Nimba County now to speak with Victor Cooper. Good morning, Victor. How are you doing this morning? And how is Nimba County?
So good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning to you this morning. Nimba is feeling better. We are okay from our end here. I just arrived from Tapeta last evening, but we're okay. We're doing better here.
All right. You just came from Tapeta. How's Tapeta, Nimba County?
So we left Tapeta okay. Tapeta is doing fine. We have gone to assess the road. Construction that is ongoing from Saclay-Pied, Tapeta, from Kanta, Saclay-Pied, from Tapeta, Zweju. We have gone to assess those places to see how the government is proceeding with road work in the county and the country as well.
So before going to our discussion, our report, let's just talk a little bit about it. What is the progress so far based on what you observe and those things that you see along the way?
So the aim and objective of the media is to follow the fact, to bring forth this thing to the hearing of our people. So on the basis of that, the government is also doing well. The day the government goes wrong, we also have to say it. But then when the government is going right, we also have to say some of these things. So the government is doing well in terms of roads, connectivities in the country. Before then, Nimba were not having this access they having today when it comes to roads, more especially Saclay-Pied to Tapeta. People were charging passengers before then on motorbus 6,000 from Ganta to Tapeta. Today it is 1,200. Motorbus will be charging 1,500. While car driver will be charging 900 from Tapeta to Ganta. So that shows that the road connectivity is down for Nimba County. At least things are getting on coast, and our people are now having access to transportation. Government is easing the schedule of transportation here for our people in Lower Nimba County because Tapeta have been the targeted area here. When you want to go Grandy there, if you just struggle to enter Tapeta, then at least you will make your way forward because those places before it were very deployable. It was never flyable before, and today our people are having access. So let's say bravo to this government, at least for this one.
So the drop in the fare of transportation is at the result of the pavement of the road. The road is accessible, it's pliable, and you can ride smoothly without.
You can ride smoothly. Before that, even motorbike, we are very who sometimes use our motorbike when we used to go there at times at 4 hours.
Is it a paved road or a road that was just graded?
Now it is a paved quota from straight Saclay-Pied to Tapeta. It is a paved quota. As we speak, the quota is almost there in Tapeta. It's so you have maybe 10 to 15 minute ride from where the quota is on the Tapeta because there is no distance. There is a little village that I call Kempie right there. That place is where the quota is stopping right now, and you're riding on that place looking there. Maybe just 10 minute ride from that place Tapeta itself. But then from that place to Tapeta is then graded. The GFD hospital there. Before then, the people constructed a cement quota there for the sake of the hospital to not experience dogs. So those places have been removed. Those cement quota have been removed. So they are now about to now erect the right quota there. So yesterday we were also following. I will also send a video there to you. Okay. So we were following the video clip where they are grading that entire area. The entire Tapeta street is now experiencing a solid grading that people are riding on it. That you no longer experience the kind of mud that used to be there, the kind of maybe bouncing that used to be before. People are not experiencing it anymore. So this one I think is on course now in the interest of the government.
Well, that's a very good move. Thanks a lot for always going to those places.
We also try to access. Yeah, we try to access the one from Tapeta to Zweju, but then I was not able to reach that far. So there's a boundary between Nimba and Grand it's called the Sesto River. So we yesterday we will do our best to pick up from Tapeta to go Sesto River to view that place. There is an opening. The machine has opened the road from Tapeta to Sesto River. So it's now open, and I'm sure very soon they might begin the grading process where we are getting that. Hopefully October the process might be gone. So we show that maybe beginning October to go forward, our people too from Tapeta to Grange will be having access to another maybe a paved quota or maybe something different will be changed around, and the entire system before will be turned around.
And that's a very good one. Thanks a lot, Victor Cooper. Let's go to the latest unfolding there from other places.
So we're getting this information that the young people of District Number 8, Electoral District Number 8, are pending protest against the representative, says Sylvester Miana, for him not reporting for him not giving a legislature report to the people in the district, because that they refer to it as failures of the district. Because since 2024 January he took office, people are saying there are too many representatives who have been able to make their annual report to their constituencies in their rural districts. But then the lawmaker says Sylvester Miana had not been able to even come back to make his annual report to the people as to how the district money is then used, as to how the government is running, as to how development is taking place. Their own scholarship given to students around the place. People want to know these things are not done. So on the basis of that, those students headed by the young people headed by one Jesse Borpie, they are now pending a protest against this certain representative that he has failed them in the district. The fact that in 1 year time you cannot come to your people and tell them what you have done, that shows that you will fail the people. So if he cannot come from now to maybe the end of this month, they might take a peaceful protest against him and might even lead to impeachment from the House of Representatives.
So I'm a little concerned as to whether the group initially confronted the representative Sylvester Miapie as it relates to what is the hold on that up to now he hasn't report to the constituent.
So he is Sylvester Miana. That's the name of the representative.
Yeah, Miana.
Yeah, Miana. So according to Jesse Borpie, he said on numerous occasions the lawmaker may attend in the district when they try to engage him to ask him as to how is the district going, when is he going to give a report. He always say they are not the right people that he can report to. So anybody who want to report should maybe go to his office. And he said, no, during the time of your campaign, you were not in the office that we used to go to maybe we used to go to vote for you. You used to come to us here to ask us to vote for you. So this is the time that you still come back to us as to what you have done in the district. But then if you cannot be able to tell all those things, then that shows that you are furious in the district, according to Borpie. So it is only bad that they are coming up with their pending protest. But according to him, too, this lawmaker does not have any financial aid to students coming from the district in various universities here in the county, more especially the Nimba University that is in the county here. According to him, if you go to the university, all of the lawmakers who are contributing to their students in that place, District 8 is of the least in that place. You don't have even 15 students on a financial aid in our institutions. So too many bridges have been destroyed. Students not having access to school in the district. And District 8 does not have a high school. In a very big district. The district does not have a high school. So these things should be discussed, and they are already proposed to him back in the day, and they expect of him by this time should be implemented or making an effort towards them. But according to him, the lawmaker is not making any effort. So beginning now upward, there might be a peaceful pending protest ahead of him that might even lead to impeachment very shortly.
So when is this anticipated protest?
They are not be able to maybe specify a specific date to that, but they are saying beginning now upward, if they cannot get any result from the lawmaker, then they might be pending. They might be giving him a peaceful protest, and it might not maybe entertain that office up to 2029. But then what happens is that he had the office headed by one Calvin Wonder. So Calvin Wonder to appear to making rebuttal to this remark made by those young people. Say, he sound a bit aggressive. He said the young people want to be known. They are not known. So the fact that they want to be known, so everyone will have the propensity to take the media and say what they want to say. So the enrollment is already pending the annual report in the districts. So for him, Calvin coming up to say the pending date is July 26th of this year. But one thing that everyone is proposing is it seems to be they were waiting for the young people to come out with their remark before they make a pending date for the report or what. So it's one thing of the debate now in the county here so far in terms of district number 8 issues.
But it is necessary to have an engagement with your constituent members because these are the people that you are representing. So coming back with a report and asking them the way forward, these are things that are necessary, and we should encourage these things. And folks shouldn't be shying away from these things, especially lawmakers.
Surely necessary, Emmanuel. Surely necessary. These things need to be done. You don't have to even be engaged before you have to report to your people, because there is a possibility that what you do may speak for you tomorrow, and you have to be informed before you get report. So I think in my mind, for Calvin to say July 26 is the date set to be given the annual report. I think it is based on the call for the young people. That's how we analyze it from our own perspective.
All right, Victor, is there any other things perhaps you'd like to add up before taking leave of you?
Yes, sure. So we also try to follow development in the county. The county superintendent is not only limited to Saninkole as people perceive. The county superintendent is on 2 million development across the county. So she has embarked on renovation of several presidential palaces in the county. Back in the day of William V. Stubbs, there were presidential palace built across the county. Small the historic towns and villages. One of these places is the Tapeta presidential palace, and now the Butu presidential palace, and now the Saninkole OAU Assembly Hall. Those places, since the war 1990, those places were demolished. It was actually broken down. So there have been no government official, no representative, no superintendent have been able to make impact to those places. If you go Butu is down the line. If you go Tapeta was completely destroyed, except the former district representative Restower, who was able to build a brand new one. But then send a dispatcher of that lawmaker Restower in district number 6. The current lawmaker Don Ricky had abandoned that place completely. He had not been able to make a tent on our presidential party. But then it is the superintendent who will be back on the renovation and to the completion as we speak. Yesterday, I was in Tapeta and I walked through the place. You're going to see the post from us very sure that we are working on the article. We went through the place, we passed around. She has gone almost 95% to the completion of that presidential party. And the very one that was built by William V. Stubbs that was then destroyed through the war, she also promising in 3 months' time, she was first going to be living in Tapeta and see to it that process is completed before she leaves Tapeta to come Saninkole. And similar thing she said when I spoke her through phone telephone, she said she also implementing similar thing that in Butu. Butu is one of the historic places here in Nimba County. It's where the war in Nimba County here began during the 1990 war here. So it's historic. So on the basis of that, there was a presidential party that was built there. So she also want to see to it that place is then built and renovated and dedicated to the public that will be used at any time. Might be having stranger or international guests might arrive in the county to that location. They might be able to make a stop there and sleep before passing. Not every time our guests will enter and go in hotel. So it is on the basis of that she embarked on the renovation of the presidential party in the county.
Wow, I think that is a very good news, and the superintendent of Nimba County is doing tremendously well. I think other superintendents should follow suit her example, emulate her example, and I think that is a very good news, man. I'm kind of astonished getting those information.
Seriously, my parents are impressed at there yesterday when I arrived in the compound, seeing the renovation that is ongoing. After it was in hearing, it was yesterday that I came across it. And right away, I placed call to what she said, yes, it is our project, and we are doing it across the county. If you go standing go and see the OAU assembly hall that was built by William Fiesta, you will get to know that she has now come back with a full blueprint that was there before, and now almost to completion. Similar thing has been done in Butu. So once the progress to the superintendent to actually continue to implement the agenda of the president as well, that's how it's supposed to be.
All right, Victor, thank you. Thanks a lot for those information from the county, and hoping that you can get us some pictures from as it relates to the presidential parties in some of those places. I will highly appreciate to display on the screen in some of our broadcasts subsequently. So with it, thank you.
So right now, I'm about to send you the photo. Even though we're doing article to publish it, but I'm going to send you the photos right now.
Yeah. So you can actually send it to me, and I will display it as we go on the show. Thank you, Victor Cooper. It's our man in Nimba County, bringing us up to speed with those developments. We'll say thank you, Victor. All right, so folks, we are here. Let's move to Gbapodo County, the speaker of our Gbapodo County correspondent, Solomon Tibla, and then we'll go to Christopher Fine. Yes, Christopher Fine is our man there too in Saclay, PA. So let's go to all right. So keep playing against star 255 star 4 hash. We draw a winner as we go on. I don't know. My boy is giving a little problem. So star 255 star 4 hash. All right. We are trying to join our correspondent from Gbapodo County, Solomon Tibla. Solomon is our man there in Gbapodo. If we cannot get Solomon, we will have to go to Christopher Fine, and then we'll go to Kristen Appleton. And then we'll take a very short break. We'll come back. We rumble you through the papers, initial talking point for today's discussion, and give you the opportunity to plug for your course and make your point on some of those things that we will be talking on. So we are here, folks. Let's go to Maryland County, the speaker of Appleton. Appleton is there in Maryland County. Good morning, Appleton. Oh, he's not on. Let's have him on very shortly, and then we move on. All right. Appleton, Maryland County is our next stop. Maryland County. So keep playing star 255 star 4 hash as we go on. We will certainly do joy to give cash out to our folks. Yes, let's go on with it. We have Appleton right here from Maryland County. Good morning, Appleton, and how are you doing this morning?
Yes, I'm good. Nanda, by the grace of God.
How's Maryland?
Yes, Maryland. Yeah, Maryland's here. Maryland's doing relatively kind. God is in charge. Not too much complaint, you know.
I mean, they didn't say my gift.
Yeah, man. All the girl, man. I'll tell you, brother.
You must say my birthday gift, my man.
I know. You're speaking in such a I can tell from your voice.
Yeah, I know. All right, so let's go straight into it. What's the latest from your part of Liberia, Maryland County?
Yes, it's important to let the public know about the Liberia Land Authority. You know, the chairman of the Liberia Land Authority, Honorable Samuel F. Packboy, has, with immediate effect, suspended Mr. Robert H. Moore, County Land Administrator, and Surveyor Jerry Thomas without pay. You know, and the decision to suspend the two county officials was based on several administrative missteps, according to them, according to the LRA, including corruption, ineptitude, and inadequate, supervision of employees at the Maryland County Land Office. The suspension followed a meeting with the chairman of the Board of Commissioners, Honorable Simon F. Backer, held with LA County employees in Maryland County on June 16, 2025. And Honorable Backer is currently leading an 18-member technical team in 6 counties, including Nimba, Ganjide, River G, Sano, and Grand Creek County. And of course, the purpose of the tour is to gather first-hand information on the growing number of Burkinabés in the southeast of the county, of the country, and the challenges faced by the LA offices in the counties. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Board of Commissioners, has named Mr. Alexander Q. Watte as acting county land administrator now, after Administrator Robert H. Moore being suspended without pay. Now, Mr. Alexander Kilwater will be serving in his position as acting county administrator for Meriden County until further notice. So that's the kind of development, according to the Board of Commissioners, according to the chair, Mr. Packard. He said the LRA office is an essential office, wherein it needs to be taken seriously. Upon the arrival, he had a stakeholder meeting with at the administration building with several stakeholders. That meeting, that gathering brought together several people, in the county, talking about women's group, the civil society organizations and the county authority, and flecked out so many issues. Some of the women talk about the office of the LA not being accessible. At times they will go to the office, it will be closed, and there are several land crises in the county. Those crises have yet to be, resolved, in the county, and they have outlined how the county the county land office has not been functional. Sometimes they go to the office, the door is locked. And according to the man, Mr. Paco said, they are following the footstep of President Joseph Nimba County, talking about accountability, transparency, and whatever, talking about the arrest agenda, no business as usual. So they are going to do everything possible in forming a new LRA, for the people of Liberia, not the other LRA that used to be, existing. That's a new administration. They are changing the narrative in the country.
And I'm a little concerned about the engagement with the assessment with in the county as it relates to knowing the amount of Burkina bees there in the county. Would there be some engagement with key stakeholders in the county and engagement with some of those Burkina bees? Did he talk about those things?
Yes, those were issues that were flagged, by the county authority, talking about the influx of Burkina bees in the county, and I think over the weekend, about 6, Burkina bees were captured, and they never had a document. They never had any sort of documents, to substantiate their being here. So they were deported quite recently. They were deported. So as it stands now, there's an act, there's an agreement between the LIS and the county authority talking about any Burkina bees being seen around here. They must show at least a letter of attestation, to guarantee them being here. And if maybe they don't have it, it means that action will be taken against them. So there's a log now in the county. It's been given to the LIS to see how best they can do a proper mapping of the number of Burkina bees, entering the county. And according to what was said in the meeting, lots of people came out to say the influx of Burkina bees being in the county is based on, we the same Liberians, because we have relatives. We are the same people that continue to call people to enter here. Like, can't clean my farm, can't brush my farm, because these guys are hard working, can't clean my farm, can't brush my farm. And some of them they are loving to our same people around here. Yeah, sure. So we are the same reason. We are the reason of which these people can't stop coming in the county. So if everybody can cooperatively, put together to see how best we can stop it, we're going to stop. But once big hands in it, once we see people hands in it, it's going to continue.
So you earlier on spoke of deportation. Some Burkina bees were deported. I want to know as to whether they were sent back Burkina Faso or they were sent near probably Ivory Coast or.
Yeah, they were sent back to Burkina Faso, because it's here there where they came from. So they never had any proper document, no document they had, even attestation, they never had it. So they were sent back, to their country, Burkina Faso.
Okay. All right. Apitan, is there anything perhaps you'd like to add up if you were taking leave of you?
Yes, it's important to also let the public know about, landmark step towards environmental sustainability. 3 coastal counties in Upper District, talking about Fishtown, Watican, and Kabake, on Tuesday, June 17, 2025, signed a 6-month renewable conservation agreement to protect and manage the region's vital, mangrove forest. So the signing ceremony held in Kabake Township brought together community leaders, traditional chiefs, local authorities, and representatives from key government agencies and environmental groups. The agreement facilitated by Conservation International Liberia aims to engage local community.
Oh, we lost on Apitan. Let's see as to whether we reconnect with him to get find out the report.
Are you there?
Yeah, Apitan, go on. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Emmanuel. So the signing ceremony held in Kabakere Township brought together community leaders, traditional chiefs, local authorities, and representatives from key government agencies and environmental groups. And the agreement facilitated by Conservation International Liberia aims to engage local communities in safeguarding mangrove ecosystems, which are increasingly threatened across Liberia and the West African outland and the West African coastline across the country. So I'm giving an overview of the program. Mr. Curtis Jackson Senior, Southeastern Region Conservation Liberia International, Southeastern Region Monitor and Evaluation Officer, described the mangroves as a vital ecosystems that deliver a range of ecological, economic and social benefits. And so he also emphasized that their role as inhabitants, for diverse wildlife, protectors against coastal erosion and powerful carbon sinks that help combat, climate change. So they're trying to see how best they can put every mechanism in place to save the mangrove, to save wetlands across the country. So they have started with the 3 towns. Those towns are reputable towns in the county. So they are pledged to donate a few items to them so as to manage the wetland of our area, the mangrove of our county.
So in response, the locals in the county, what are they saying?
Yes, local in the county, one Joe Brown represented the county superintendent office. He remarked on, he talked about, the people of the towns should take advantage of the opportunity because it's a good partnership, protecting our own area. Even the clay, the clay, the wetland, the swammy area, the clay people can take it. They can just take it to mud their houses, to plaster their houses, which of course is destroying the area. Is destroying our coastline, our coastal area. So actually, the superintendent office told them to manage the agreement, to take advantage of the opportunity to safeguard the area, and to set up principles that anybody that will be caught, doing that or in the act of, destroying the mangrove should be penalized, so that will be perpetrators. We understand that it's very serious, So they told them, and because they told them that no matter if donors come, to give money to give certain opportunity, other people can misuse it. At the end of the day, those donors can be discouraged. So they told them, the superintendent office, Joe Brown, told them to be very much mindful and careful, and so to see how best they can manage the agreement, to see how best they can manage the initiative, so that it can be extended to other areas, because the way they will take care of it, that's how it's going to be extended.
All right, thank you, Christian Apitan, for those reports. We hope to join you on tomorrow for more from Maryland County. Thank you.
My pleasure, brother. Many thanks for having Maryland County.
Okay, Christian Apitan from Maryland County. We'll go to Christopher Fine. Christopher is our last stop, and then we'll come back here to do some adjustment on our system, and then kickstart the final lap of the program. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. We are here this morning. We'd like to say thank you for always joining us. All right, we about to go to Christopher Fine. Christopher Fine is our man there in Tapeta, Nimba County. Christopher Fine is our man there in Tapeta, Nimba County. Good morning, Christopher Fine, and how are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Manuel. Good morning. How's your end?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. What about you?
Happy pre-birthday. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Chief.
I mean, you say my give is telling me birthday greeting.
I know we'll follow a gift. And I just to put GB in plastic and just give it to you, man. We'll operate. Don't worry.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. All right.
Okay.
So let's go to the latest from the county. What do we know about the latest from your part of Nimba?
So Emmanuel in Lower Nimba to be Pexibit Tapeta, the city mayor of Tapeta, Mr. Dan have accused the magistrate in Tapeta of polluting the Tapeta city. According to him, the ministerial court was supposed to be preaching law or punishing people in the constant habit of polluting the city. His statement came on the way back, when he visited a facility and he decided to use their washroom, and he asked for the washroom, and there was no washroom. According to him, it is on the pantry that they sometimes eat themselves. So against that, the pantry is no longer bearing fruit because of constantly using the area as a washroom.
So the magisterial court there in Tapeta, the folks there, they are now using the latrine, rather the butch. That's why you said.
Emmanuel, they don't even have a latrine in the entire court facility.
Tell me something.
Yeah, the entire court facility don't have a latrine. So the magistrate, at the end of the day, the magistrate will leave the courtroom and go turn on the pantry to go and eat himself and then come right back. So against that, the city mayor say it is wrong, and those people supposed to be preaching or maybe punishing people that are doing that. But they are practicing that. It is not a lawful one, and he urged them to build a washroom or the bathroom within their compound. So when I contacted the magistrate, the head of magistrate, and they said they will officially respond to the city mayor because the allegation leveled against them that they are using the pantry. It is false and misleading. But Emmanuel, on a serious note, myself visited the scene and I saw what exactly the city mayor said. I saw it, and then I was like, "But where do you guys sometimes go and then eat yourself?"
So your observation, you notice that the entire court house has no latrine.
No latrine. It is only the police station, because the court is right near the police station. It is only the police station have a washroom and latrine indoor, but for the ministerial court, Emmanuel, there is a sour one to see because. But according to the city mayor, the ministerial court has summoned him. They issued a writ of contempt on him for opening it, speaking against the ministerial court.
So it's a form of denigrating the entire court.
Yeah. They saw it as a slap in the face. So against that, according to them, they said he should have called them to a conference or something, but to go on air and publicly denigrate them, it was not the rightful one. So they issued contempt on him, and he's supposed to be appearing this week before the ministerial court.
Wow, I think that is. I don't know how to express it, how to describe it. It's just the way it is. So that's I don't know as to whether there is some sort of fine attached to folks who will actually pollute the entire city or the township.
Yes. So Emmanuel, since the city mayor took over in Tapeta, he's been doing extremely well. So, for example, if you are a cyclist and you are flying the street and don't have maybe a black plastic bag, or maybe your passenger will be able to drink a cold water and then drop this plastic in the plastic bag and then just randomly drop it on the ground. If the event, a grab in that act, you're going to pay the fine of $2,500 fine.
Wow.
And then if you are just passing by and then you mistakenly drop the plastic bag without taking it, you're going to also pay the $2,500 fine. So there have been garbage can placed all over in Tapeta. Yeah, Tapeta. So if you are walking, you go straight to the garbage can and then drop whatsoever that is in your hand as a garbage in the garbage can. But if you violently drop it on the ground, you're going to pay the fine to the Labrador Revenue Authority, and the flag receipt will be given to the city corporation.
Wow, I think that is a very good move, and if it is established that the court members of the code is they are using the palm tree. I think they should be given fine too as well.
Yes, so that's the court itself have come on a serious criticism because of issuing the rate of contempt on the city mayor, because according to some of the citizens, the city mayor was on a rifle path. By right, the court supposed to have a restaurant, not to use a public place to pollute the city. So against that, some citizens are saying that the city mayor shouldn't attend this conference. You should stay away and see what the marshal are going to do.
Wow. And I hope that you follow up on that development. It's a very interesting one. And I think following suit those city ordinance, I think it is necessary that other superintendent or city mayor can do same. Place garbage can to various places that people would drop that dirt. And that will serve as a means that folks will not just drop the dirt all over. And that would be a very good one. And I hope that a thorough investigation is carried out to authenticate as to whether they are using the place. If that is so, they should pay some fine. And I hope that you follow up on that.
Yeah, sure. And I will be going to Tapeta today to also follow on that case, whether the city mayor appear before the ministerial court on the contempt charge that was against him. So I'll also be doing follow up on that. And tomorrow I will give you update from Tapeta end.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Christopher Fan, always following such a story. Thank you. Okay, we will join you tomorrow. Me, I know you will follow up. It is interesting. Let's bring on Lorena. Lorena, you listen to that report not play.
Yeah, I tell you. No, I mean it's interesting what the guys are doing. They are really doing well, to be frank. They are doing the best. They want to make sure all the stories come from the counties and the districts. Kudos to you, Christopher Fan, Victor Cooper, Aaron Skome, our Maryland County correspondent.
Christian
Appleton, King Brown, Concord,
the great Appleton.
Yeah, the great Appleton from Maryland. It's funny that some people will be still going to use latrine behind the building, while others have, garbage cans trapped in different communities. I mean, you should be jealous constructively, you understand, knowing that, the next man is doing better in his district and you are doing worse. So we will always provide a platform to make sure we bring, all of the information that the people need to get here. And that is why we are here. And we'll always make sure you get all the information you need from different counties and different districts. But this is Liberia. Can you imagine we're still talking about latrine in this time?
I tell you,
almost 178 years old country. A nation that was in a lead that, negotiated for slavery to be abolished, for that nation to still be talking about latrine, it is sad. I don't know how can we go? Should we go back to the old days? How can we move and be on path with other nations? I know all of the time when I come in, I always come in, my analysis they might not please a lot of people, but I just love Liberia because it is my country. I will always say the only country we don't need visa for. Just imagine they're asking Liberians to get national identification card. Someone they tell you I'm a Liberian, I don't have to get it. So it tells you that, if you're in another country, they say you have to get it. You rush to have it. But because this is your country, you take your time to do whatever it is that you think you should do or you want to do. But yeah, we are here and we will do what we can, make sure our people get all info. I would like to welcome you, our viewers, our listeners. You are locked down to 107.5. This is the morning show. So many thanks to Emmanuel David. You are always here early. I don't know how you get here. We're trying to get you a vehicle that will register in your name so you'll be able to, come to work on time. You always come here all the time. You're not using it for transport. You won't give people lift. You give people lift. You stop in Red to Spoon. Or you not say, I'm taking 50 or 100 or 200 to buy gas.
You remember of the story, the guy that wanted to buy a car and he told his son, I'll buy my car and the papa will run with that car. So
he even asked for the price here or even have the money yet. Yeah, so but we just want to say welcome. You're watching Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Support TV Live, and the birthday boy, we waited for him. We have a whole carton of wine.
Telling
We say
you.
that's spoiling me. But then the man didn't come here. I like to celebrate. Jolly. I stopped left president. So I just started flowing, enjoying myself by myself, with the other crew and But according to Shannon GW Guer, he said that he asked you about the birthday, you put it on thesis. He said everything you put it on thesis. So I said, but I thought the man already presented, he defended his thesis, and he has passed through that. But now he going to take the birthday part because the way you just disappear, quietly, you just hiding me. I thought maybe you were on a horse arrest.
No horse arrest.
Maybe there were other wild cats out there hunting for Emmanuel David to celebrate with Emmanuel David. And somebody said, no, I agree. So you better let's do it quietly. The fella boy, but we say happy belated birthday. May God richly bless you and give you all your heart desires, answer your secret prayers. Well, God bless you in your new age. I know you don't tell us, how old are you, but let me just take the birthday song quickly. This one is not copyright. It's my own version. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. I wish you long life. I wish you success. Happy birthday, dear Emmanuel. Happy birthday to you. Hooray. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate and I say thank you to all of those who sent me birthday greetings. It was a very good one.
Yep.
So thank you.
Your own personal holiday. So people were thinking about you. Now that the birthday passed at 2026 now.
Yeah, 2026.
By God's grace.
All right, so Lorena, you like to motivate your people?
My motivation
I'm
right
trying to
now.
set up this. This thing is not going through.
Okay, they say you should just send in your login credentials. But I just want to say to my people, these days I will not say, oh, get up and get on your feet. I know so many people have been motivated every time I tell you to get up and get out. And I have always told you to let go and let God. The old man, he's in control. There are things you're not in control of it. You are not in control of it. Some people are sleeping in houses they didn't build. They're not paying rent. They don't know how it happened. The old man just come through. Once you let go and let him, most times we say, God, let me help you in that. God, even though I ask you to do it for me, I will also ask my uncle. I will also ask my brother. So God said, okay, go and ask your uncle and your brother. When your uncle and brother didn't do it, I will still be here waiting. But when you give it to God, you leave it with God, then God will be the one to test your uncle and your brother to do it now. But some people, they completely lazy, will not take it from all of them. They're too lazy. Even when we tell you, say, take your little button phone and dial *255*4# and get some money on your phone. You lazy to do it. But you depending on others to do it. Then when we call the people now and say you have won, then all of you go around the person. That's why some people now we call them and they can't answer. Because they say, low, please let me tell you something. The reason why I didn't answer that phone, the hungry men was surrounding me. By the time they know I with my little 4,000 or 10,000 they bought it, I got to divide with all of them. All of them get money on their phone. Why they can't play the game? Then you begin in the community, everything you see people be said. But to even watch B says got a problem. So go ask B says she get very close to watch that problem. But every day you see B says will give you 200 liberty, 300 liberty to start your day. B says are getting tired giving it to you. My begin, you gotta think what you should do to motivate B says to give you that whole 200-300 liberty every day. Because that 200-300 liberty, B says you keep paying her heart at the end of the month. She by check 30 days times that 300. There are plenty of money that B says can take her and go in the market. So a business should be giving you the money all the time. You got to show something for it. Now, I'll give you this example. This lady goes to wash for this lady, like once or twice a week, Emmanuel. And then every time she finished washing, the woman gave her the money right away. It's not a contract. You can't wash, you get your money. And then she came another day and the woman said, oh, if you want to wash your clothes, you can wash your clothes. But right now, I don't have the money to give you right after you wash the clothes. If there's a woman, I will give the woman clothes, give her rice, give her money. So extra when when there is holiday or help for her kids if they need school fees. Because the woman didn't have the money that day for her to wash the clothes. She said, okay, so then when I should can You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. There are Liberians like that. She would have said, okay, let me just wash it. You my own our man. So let me just wash it. When you ready, anything you get, you call me, you send it. The woman said, okay, I will let you know when you will come. You think that woman will ever look at that woman again, Emmanuel, and do any extra for her?
No,
Some
no.
come and say she will not even wash for me again.
Yeah.
But now she will only wash now before she call her. She will not get anything extra again. Or they picking that when he see you, he won't wash your car. That day that woman you get money, she said, "Low man picking, no ma only your nana to get you." And you know, but you can still wash it if you want to wash it. You know, anytime I see you something, I can drop it. Whether you do something, you do something. Then they begin move from that car, he go to the next car because nothing there to get him at that moment. You think that woman or that man will look at that picking again and ever get him something extra?
No.
He might say, "Don't even touch my car again." But these are behavior of Liberians. Most Liberians, especially the ones, look, Emmanuel, if you're living in a concrete house around a lot of zinc houses, the people in the zinc houses, they are the most wicked, if I should say, than the person living in a concrete house. That is our problem in Liberia. You understand? In Nigeria, Ghana, that they will humble that, they will be like, they will honor that person that the queen or that the king among us here. They won't find a way to please them. That the pepper garden, they will pick pepper and bring it. Because that the person among them who they own a king or queen according to them, who they can boast about. But Liberians, they will hate that person while that person sleeping in concrete building and they sleeping in the same houses. If they were to torment that person onto that person, all of them will probably have force or fight with that person. These are common behavior of Liberians that we need to work on. Everything is not, government. What about you? Tomorrow, if they put you in government, their behavior that you get right now, that's not why you will carry that. That is just it. So when you see some government officials being corrupt or arrogant or whatever it is that they do that shouldn't represent the national government or diplomacy, it is because of what they wear, how they wear, what they used to do. You understand, Emmanuel? So even after they have put them in national government, they will just carry what they already know. They say, "What in your hand, put it down. Now what in your blood?"
Yeah, true.
I know you will also move towards the people.
So that's it. You said it all, and I think that is very important. It is good to chip on some of those things, bring it to the attention of our people as we get to some of those real issues. So we have to follow suit a very good example.
Yep.
As we look for a better day.
Yeah.
Yes. We shouldn't have evil space in our heart for others, because with that, God Himself, because God sees their heart.
Yeah.
He knows exactly who you are.
Yeah.
So if you are wishing evil for others, trust me.
Emmanuel, do you know that even in church, when you share testimony, another church says,
people angry.
Then why are you there? Why are we praying? Why are we screaming
angry.
amen?
People
If you don't want me to have testimony
for other sources,
we need to change it.
It's just wrong.
You know that the Abdullah Kamara was suspended with all salary from LTA.
Yeah, LTA.
Yeah, but I know we have different stories that we are going to be looking through. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Thursday. But don't be surprised. The weather is not stable. 1 minute is raining.
Yeah.
I know Emmanuel gave you weather update, but do not leave your house with all your, especially if you don't have a car, without your umbrella or your raincoat or your rain boots. Just have a backpack, put them in it, because you could find yourself, you might leave District 10, it will not be raining, but when you get to District 9, it might be raining. And so we welcome all of you, especially those on YouTube. You know, the YouTubers say anytime they're there, we can recognize them. So we recognize you from YouTube. We recognize all of you from Facebook. You might be watching, through Fabric, Super, Spoon. We welcome you. Even our old man on the farm there, doing that, they pepper and cassava, they going, they can let Spoon.
Somebody get a Facebook phone. Somebody get a radio.
They just listen to the radio 107.5. When you want to begin it, they're trying to get to sit in our studio today. Emmanuel telling you that he even giving you a lot of cash.
Yes. So the code is just simple as it is. *255*4# *255*4#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. *255*4#. We are giving up to 30,000. *255*4#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Play more than one time. You can play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. With that, you still have a chance to win for yourself the cash. So as we go on with your winner, get cash out to our winner. It is 9 o'clock now in the city. Wherever you are, however you're listening, we say welcome to the show, and we are finally moving. This is the final lap of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We'll run you straight up to 9:25. 9:25, we open up the lines for your participation. Within time, we do draws and give cash out to our winners.
Emmanuel, before we get into the papers, can you please play this video of this in the key capital arson suspect that was arrested yesterday? And he said he was offered US $200K to frame former hospital Jonathan Fonati Kofa.
You know the US in the 2 years?
Who engaged you?
Back Amla, 106, 103, 1 ambassador, I just forgot what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, lost the hotel. Go to my receiver. Go there last time. So my receiver there. I need on it.
And since when you been in the country, the sex?
From the family. I should not call nobody out. No, you are not.
Because they said they have investigation. You need accusing people of the one happening to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you don't get him 200,000 now. You know the US in the 2 years?
Who engaged you?
Back Amla, 106, 103, 1 ambassador, I just forgot what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, lost the hotel. Go to my receiver. Go there last time. So my receiver there. I need on it.
So you have the story there.
Yeah, Emmanuel, I have the story here,
Just-
and this is something. I'm just like watching like a whole movie being unfolded here. Like it should be on Netflix. This is serious. This is serious. So there's a key capital arson suspect arrested. States government offered US $200K to frame former House Speaker Kofa, and it's being published on. I'm looking at the Liberian investigator known as TLI. One of the prime suspects in the December 2024 capital arson case, John Nyanti, has been arrested and jailed following an international manhunt amid explosive claims that the Boaka-led government offered him $200,000 to falsely implicate former House Speaker J. Fonanti Kofa. And you just heard him say it. Nyanti was apprehended on an Interpol arrest warrant and brought before Criminal Court A on June 13, where Judge Roosevelt Zia Willie ordered his detention at the Monrovia Central Prison pending trial. He faces multiple charges under Liberia's revised penal code, including arson, criminal mischief, conspiracy, facilitation, solicitation, attempted murder, and recklessly endangering another person. Wow, he alone. The police charge sheet alleges that Nyanti, along with co-defendant Amos Kofa, played a central role in setting fire to the Capitol building's John Chambers on December 18, 2024, a crime law enforcement officials have described as a direct attack on Liberia's democracy. According to the police, Nyanti attended a meeting at a used car lot near the Connect gas. That's Connex. It should be Connex gas station in Jalatown, where he received $100 from Representative Dixon Sibo of District 16. That money was, is that 100? That money was allegedly exchanged into Liberian dollars and distributed among others accused of participating in the arson. However, in handcuffs and en route to his court appearance, which was yesterday, Nyanti made a dramatic public allegation that the current administration offered him $200,000 United States dollars to lie on an oath and implicate ex-speaker Kofa in the crime. You said you get evidence, but you won't give me $200,000 to lie against Fonanti Kofa? Nyanti was overheard saying while being escorted by police. He claimed he had been under pressure from state agents since returning to Liberia on June 6, alleging that the government has been coercing him to serve as a state witness. His family later supported this claim with damning details during a press conference at the Congress for Democratic Change headquarters. Let me just give you the family.
Just go on.
The family alleges coercion and bribery scheme. On Tuesday, Priscilla Pine, speaking on behalf of the Nyanti family, accused the government of offering John $50,000 US dollars and promising to relocate him and his family to Europe in exchange for testimony implicating Kofa and 3 other lawmakers, Representative Dixon Sibo, Abu Bana Kamara, and Jacob Derby. Pine further accused Ambassador Edward Kofa Nyanti Liberia's special envoy for trade and investment, and an uncle to the suspect of that's colluding with security forces to forcibly return Yananti from Ghana. They gave $50,000 to Ambassador Yananti. He took $2,000 and gave it to John's brother to convince him to cooperate, she said. But John turned the money over to us as evidence. I tell you, Manuel, I'll stop there. If you want more on that story, just go to the Liberian Investigator. It has been written and it's printed there, soft copy, hard copy. It was written by Gama Lomo.
And let's just get a clip again, and then we'll talk a little bit on it.
Who engaged you?
Matt Amla, 106, 103. More ambassador, I just whatever you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, lost hotel. Go to my recipient. Go there last time now. So my recipient there. I need on it.
And since when you been in the country, the sex?
From the family. I should not call nobody out. No, you are not.
Because they said they have investigation. Any accuses people of the one happened to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you don't get him 200,000 now. Imagine you are seeing the 2 years.
Who engaged you?
Matt Amla, 106, 103. More ambassador, I just whatever you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. Last time, lost hotel. Go to my recipient. Go there last time now. So my recipient there. I need on it.
So there you have it. There you have it, Lorena.
Yeah, you know,
he is coming up with such a revelation.
I tell you.
And at this point in time, as the case goes on, it has reached to the point of producing evidence. It is quite on the shoulder of this government to produce evidence, and on the other hand, this individual who has been alleged coming up with such revelation needs to produce evidence too as well, as relates to his engagement with some of those people. He's talking about bribery, people bribing him to say XYZ on a particular person, and his family is coming up with such a revelation. So at this point in time, it is at a point now that all sides produce evidence. As the government is the prosecution team is on the other hand producing their evidence, on the other hand to link those who have been accused, in quote. He is coming up with such a grave allegation to produce evidence too as well. So this is getting deeper as we see it.
I tell you,
stories are coming up. Things that were on I don't want to call it hidden, but things that we didn't know
being revealed, being disclosed,
are coming up. So at this point, it is just careful enough for me as an individual to watch and see how those people who have been accused can come up with their evidence or proof that will probably say something the other way around. Well, from where it stands now, it is getting more deeper.
Yeah, it is serious, Emmanuel. Just like you rightly said, evidences should be produced, but to substantiate, you want to say, oh, I am innocent. What is your proof? What are your proofs that you are innocent? He said, you know how much US dollar I see 2 days? You heard the family saying that he was being coerced. In fact, one of his uncles talked to the family to convince him, talk to his brother to convince him to come from Ghana. So he said, if there are proofs, then why are you trying to give me 200,000 United States dollars to be able to speak against Kofa, and at the same time, other lawmakers, and then you will airlift me or take me from here, relocate me and my family to Europe? Where are these allegations coming from, Emmanuel? Where is he speaking from? I watch some reality series and you hear some of the ladies say, it's not coming out of my nose. I'm telling you where I'm taking it from. I didn't just drop from the sky. So we look into we still, watch to see what happens at the end of the day. We know that, if the government has a case against you, the government will definitely come with their own proofs. You understand? Pieces of evidence that will show that, yes, you are guilty as charged. At the same time, if you do not, because the defense do have their own lawyers, right?
Sure,
So they will come out. But the case is getting deeper, it's getting bigger. We are not, it's a case that is in court. We are not allowed to say, oh, no, I believe it, or I don't believe it, or it should be that day, or it shouldn't be like that. Now that it is in court, we look forward to seeing it. While they are in police custody or they are at a central prison, we hope they are secured there as well, even from other prisoners, because sometimes you hear people go to jail, next thing you hear this happen and that happen, because these guys are political prisoners. So they should be highly protected until this case is over. Even after the case is over, if they are found guilty, they should still be protected, because in case anything happens to them, the government will be responsible. The government will be blamed. And you hear family members coming up. You understand? That uncle, that ambassador, he should also be called in for questioning. That brother that was told to convince this guy to come from Ghana, he should also be called in for questioning. And so we leave the defense, we leave the case with the government, the Supreme Court, whomever, the people responsible, the group responsible, the sector responsible to do the investigation, to go ahead and do the investigation. But Liberians are watching carefully. They are interested. They want to know, how did this building get burned? You understand? And the arson attack, who were responsible? Who were the people behind it? Who are those still should be arrested? Who are those that are to be thoroughly investigated? Liberians are looking forward to see the best out of it, the rightful thing being done, the right way. You understand? There should be no foul play and everything will be okay. We can move forward from this. We are glad to even move forward from the impasse at the capital. Finally, we have a sitting speaker, that was elected, lawfully. You understand? So legally. So let us look forward to saying that this one case, it can be brought to rest.
And this entire case further tests the independence of our judicial system as they go about dispensing justice and doing the proper investigation, hearing from both sides, and going through the case properly. So as Lorena said, we cannot go deeper into it because it is already in court. We are just bringing the information forth as we see it, and then we make some sense out of some of those things that are circulating as we go on. But in my mind, it is at a point to produce evidence. It is at a point to produce evidence
from both sides.
Because I cannot say, I have engagement with SYC. Probably it was through the telephone. Some of those call log and all of those things. We can trace some of those conversation and come up with some evidence.
And this guy's sister is saying that he gave them, money as evidence. He's when you listen to him, he's simply saying, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
I didn't want to accept the money. If that really happened, I didn't want to lie on former Speaker Kofa. I was being coerced. I was asked to accept this money. Even my uncle was used, to call my brother to convince me, and it brought me back from Ghana here. They said they would airlift me, they would take me, relocate me and my family. So like you said, the judicial branch let law take its course. Period. We leave it like that way. We'll follow closely. That's what we do here as Spoon. We'll follow. So if you have a story there, you go ahead with me.
So we move on. I have the front page Africa newspaper.
At the same time, let's remind you to keep playing the game. But the stars that will always tell you the weekend starts sometimes. They start 255*4# using your MTN mobile money number for 100 Liberty. It depends which promotion Emmanuel is using, because they have 3 promotions now. They have the regular, the with the WhatsApp. Okay, so that means they should use 100 Liberty. Right? 100
Liberty. Star 255*4#. Star 255*4# is the code. So this story says Baka Defense private jet travel despite created starting predecessor claims it as a necessary expense. And on my birthday, I was following Focus on Africa on BBC. I listened to an interview with the president, and he was asked multiple questions, and one of those questions it was the issue about job creation. For those who follow Focus on Africa on BBC on the 17th of June, and the president talked about the issue of creating is not quote unquote now human capacity for young folks to job. And there are lots of things that he talked about, but on Newsday, BBC, the issue about the private jet came out. So we run through this story a little bit. President Joseph Barker has defended his use of private jet, describing it as a necessity rather than a misuse of public funds. The president made a statement during an interview with BBC Newsday Victoria amid growing public scrutiny over his frequent use of charter flights for both domestic and international travel. I do not ride private. He's good at saying, I do not ride private jet just because I want to ride them. But there are occasions when it becomes necessary, President Parker said. I can show you that we are not here to misuse resources for any purpose. The president's comment come in response to widespread criticism, particularly from citizens and critics who recall that Parker himself had previously condemned former President George Weah for similar practices. During the 2023 presidential election, Weah used use of private jet became a major campaign issue, contributing to his eventual defeat in the November runoff. Since assuming office in January 2024, President Parker has been seen using private jets for official international engagement and helicopter for travel to his hometown in Nimba County. These flights have sparked public concern over government spending at a time when Liberia continues to face significant economic challenges. Adding to the controversy was Vice President Kun, who was spotted boarding a private jet just weeks after the new administration took office. So, Lorena, this entire private jet issue, what I think, there are some things when you are a certain president, it is necessary that you use those things. So, and people who will be in opposition will see it the other way around as not necessary because they are not there. They are not there. They will see it not necessary. They will classify it so many ways. And over time we have seen these things, and as these people have said, public concern, criticism, spark public debate over the time. And we saw it in 2024, 2023 before the election, other things. So in my mind, if you are in opposition, there are certain things, there are certain privileges that the president has. I don't see it necessary to just go about criticizing it as it is. Because furthermore, when you get it, and this is the reality. President Barker initially criticized former President Weah of riding private jet around here. And now he has come to power and see the need to ride those things. Because the presidency comes with dignity. Exactly. You cannot have a president putting a public flight.
But there are other presidents in other countries that are public flights.
Looking at some of those things that come along with it, Lorena, when you post on, I haven't traveled. People who have traveled,
they got business class. You can stay there.
Yeah, you get.
They will be sitting there. For me, I've traveled and I have never sat in business class. commercial, but we don't even go to that side. You know, like you go ahead.
We're looking at the other issues that are attached. For example, I don't want to call a particular airline here. Airline A picks up from here, and we have to transit in another country and wait for another hours.
Yeah, but
so
you
the president,
the no stress.
the president will get up on that plane.
Yeah, you're not getting done.
Probably he has to board another flight. Probably he has to board another flight.
There are still flights that can just go straight.
Okay, let's look at the situation of time.
Emmanuel, you at times you most times you're not even getting that. Maybe they are passing through another nation, and if they will maybe let's say they transit, they pass through Accra.
Okay.
The pilot is going to announce that we are landing in Accra, you know, so, and then for so and so amount of time, and there are people that are getting down in Accra here, and we'll get off, then we pick up to go to where we are going, Casablanca, wherever. So once they land, you wait. They put again in Accra. They will get off. You understand? At the Kotoka airport, and then when it's time to pick up, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the pilot will announce it's time to pick up. Going to our destination, and then they pick up. It's not that everybody will get on.
But there are some flights.
But there's no way the president is going to take a flight. There are flights that leave from Liberia straight.
So there are some flights that if you get on, you transit in a particular country, you guys will have to spend sometime an hour or plus.
How many? Which flight? Where is it happening now? Especially when it depends where you are going.
So Supreme, the issue is looking at all of those wasted time, having a president sitting on a flight waiting for others to get on those flights or board a particular plane. All of those things.
Emmanuel, when it comes to
I don't see a necessary for the
aviation has their own rules. Aviation has their own rules. Aviation has their own rules. So no one there is a diplomat on the flight. Even if you're on private flight, you think you get in the air going, you will not transit because you're on private flight.
Okay, let's use this as a scenario. The president has a meeting to XYZ location.
You think that guy, when you say chapter is there going straight?
Lorena, the president, what I'm simply trying to say in a nutshell, not to just go through all of those things.
I understand what you're
trying to say. The presidency comes with dignity.
So it is a good thing for our president to always be on private jet.
It is a good thing.
It's good
to add dignity to the presidency.
Which is the president. That's the first citizen in the country.
That's my argument.
We agree. But then why was it that then this thing here now, Emmanuel, what we say now, me speaking for my couple. If another president can there, when that president goes in private flight, we must leave that person in here.
That's the issue. That's the issue. That's man.
So we can close the case.
That is my argument. Your foot is not in the shoe. We all know that the presidency comes with dignity. You don't want your president to always be on a commercial flight transiting.
Think for the Liberian people too.
No, we know.
What are the Liberian people thinking?
We know that. We know that getting on a private flight in such an age and time that you have bulk of the people sleeping hungry, the economic status of the country is very low, and we have all of these things. So folks will frown on these things, but we shouldn't negate the fact that the presidency comes with dignity. That's the issue.
We know that. We know.
If you are in opposition, it is prudent enough. There are certain things you need not to just criticize. You need not to just criticize because if you are opportune in that position, you want to enjoy same immunities.
Well, like you said, until you're wearing a shoe, you will not understand.
So this issue about criticizing private
also, it depends to what the president is going on. If the president is going on pleasure and on in a private jet, the people are concerned. But if the president is going to do the Liberian people work, I'm not saying, that's a good thing, but this too is Liberia. How can we defend it? We are just here to provide the platform. And at last, you tell your own, I tell my own, the way I see it, the way you see it, and not for and not against, for Liberia. If we are done with that, I have a story I can chip in quickly before we take our callers because we don't have much time. So still talking on the president, we are still with the presidency. You said it earlier, Emmanuel, that the president spoke to the BBC And President Boaka, I don't like when they just say Boaka. President Joseph Newman Boaka forms emergency task force as the U.S. threatens travel ban on Liberia. I read that in our news on Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm still here with the Liberian investigator. President Joseph Newman Boaka has set up an emergency presidential task force in a direct response to warnings from the United States that Liberia could face a travel ban over soaring visa overstays and security failures. The move comes in a wake of classified U.S. State Department memo reported by the Washington Post, listing Liberia among 36 countries at risk of being our country, of being hit. You know, once our country, I'm talking about America. 36 countries at risk of being hit with expanded travel restrictions. The memo cites Liberia's alarming visa overstay rate and weak identified verification systems as key reasons behind the proposed ban, reviving elements of the controversial Trump-era policy. To prevent Liberia from being blacklisted, President Boaka is personally chairing the newly formed task force with Foreign Affairs Minister Sarah Beslunyanati as co-chair. Other members include the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Health, Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs, the Liberia National Police, the Office of the National Security Advisor, and the National Security Agency. The task force held its first meeting on June 17 at the Executive Mansion. Well, according to an Executive Mansion statement, the task force has already drafted a multi-sectorial work plan that will be implemented in close partnership with the U.S. government. The plan, President Boaka said, will be monitored and evaluated to ensure accountability and results. We take this threat seriously and are moving swiftly to protect Liberia's global standing and the rights of our citizens to travel freely. Thank you, Papa. We want to travel freely, especially to America. Boaka said during the meeting. He reaffirmed his administration's commitment to good governance, rule of law, and Liberia's historic ties with the United States. The threat of a travel ban comes amid mounting U.S. concerns over visa compliance. According to a June 2024 report from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, nearly half, 49.48% of Liberians issued B1, B2 visitor visas in fiscal year 2022 failed to return home after their authorized stay. For student visa holders, the overstay rate was 29.95%, and the overall non-return rate across all visa categories reached 82.03%, making Liberia one of the worst offenders globally, my people. You might not hear some people say, I remember going to America.
And this
They
entire thing,
finish putting us in problem.
this entire thing, it has become a custom, and these are things that have been happening for ages. People will take visiting visa, and then they will go, they will stay. Some of them will even leave them. There are plenty of people who have benefited from those things, but on the other hand, it is causing trouble for our country.
Yeah, and for the rest of the citizens that want to come to America.
Trouble that will cause trouble for other people who have same ambition to actually travel to the United States, probably for a visit, for a tourism purpose, or some other thing, other business issues.
You might know when we were growing up, when I was growing up, it's like if you don't go to America,
and that is
success story, not inside your story.
That is a task with Liberia now, even up to now. There are bulk of people.
I think we're worse then.
Who now?
Because people going to America and still coming back. So why go and stay? To me, if I'm given a visiting visa, I will come back.
I can tell you why I go and stay. I'm not justifying for them. It's not a justifiable reason, but America is a little opportunity now.
So what happened to that?
And now, you will be asking that type of question. That's the issue. That's the issue that
why would people just want to run away?
Not only America, Supreme Go and see how Liberians are treated in other countries, all because they want to work and earn for their family. Just go and see how Liberians are suffering. If you ask a typical Liberian man, from the slum or from other areas, from Diago University, come and ask them. Some of them prefer going as slaves in other countries to be here, and that is painting a bad picture.
But some of them are slaves right here in Liberia.
That is painting
there are
a bad
Liberians
picture.
who are like slaves right here in their own country.
That's been a very bad picture, and all of those things brought us on the shoulder of the government, creating an enabling environment for your people.
Yeah.
Come with our numbers. Administration go. Things are still
flow. We don't have to go back and start over and say, oh, what your friend didn't do, you do improve, make it better. Where are the factories? Let's produce our own thing. Let the jobs be made available. You know, I can get angry when I see government renting. Let me say, I don't like to see government renting at all. I like it. Imagine what other people looking for apartments. The common citizens looking for apartments to live in. Government renting. Look, right near my building, National Lottery, that rental building. My people were living there. They think it irritating. Why are they renting? You renting for what? As a government entity, these buildings should be built or bought. You know, and that is why you see people who say they own properties, especially to ideal spots that make it easier for us to, commute. Coming to work, going to home, and at any hour of the day, at the same time, how traffic is balanced for you, bringing kids to school, taking kids from school. When they call one rent, we need to discuss that. National Housing Authority, whichever sector is responsible, what is happening? What was my look at a filthy little tight space and then you say $200 every month. Okay, maybe that person can manage to get out $200 because the place is a deal for them. Because people say we're not paying for building, we're paying for spot. The place the building is located. Why squeeze Liberians to pay for 1 year, my people? Why squeeze Liberians to pay for 1 year? Somebody making $150 or $250. They're paying $200 a month. They're already living above their income. Okay, let's say that we pay $150 a month. That person might be able to manage to pay that $150 monthly or after every 3 months. You understand? The $450, but you say no, they should pay for the year. And nothing comes out of these things. Nobody there to regulate, put people in order. It is just happening. This is one of the areas that Liberians are really struggling. They are really suffering. And so due to this, people say, oh, even though I work on Broad Street, I will move to Marshall. Now, getting to work in the morning is another stress. Yesterday I was saying, why is it that when you pass our people, everybody just look, most Liberians just front their faces. For those in the diaspora, if you're watching me, I'm telling you, our people faces you have to front out. People just angry in Liberia. You maybe say you step on somebody's toe. Say sorry. Say it in the best tone, because that person already looking for who to leave their anger on. Well, if we'll be talking today, we're not finished, Emmanuel. We should take our course.
All right, so we take few calls as we look forward having your calls coming through. We encourage you to keep playing against *25 and *4 hash. *25 and *4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. *25 and *4 hash. Yeah. *25 and *4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. And we are here to give cash out to our folks. 077771075, 055101075 are the numbers to call. 077771075, 055101075. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. You're live. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good. From Lakma CJ, the famous DJ Constance. Thank you for. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Cool.
You're live.
Good. I appreciate you guys for all your meaningful topics. But one of the things I look at is the instruction for the Ministry of Education. That's very right. Because
I didn't touch on that. It's true. Yeah, I had.
I listened to.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Good. Because it was like I don't know anybody with the Ministry of Education, though I don't interact with them, but it was like I was giving prophet. Our prophet side, because I was in a bus going to Ghana on Saturday, And I was saying this thing, and there was women in the bus saying this is a new thing. Your time are going to school, that time are there. I said, it's wrong. When people marching in the street, it sees the movement of other people, especially cars. I'm a black person. When I'm walking in the street, like the one walking on Avenue, I mean, they still all block me. And they said, the government can do anything. Only the front of the government took action yesterday. And secondly, to this they got case in the court. Everything they're saying is sound laughable. Saying you're over 200. Is that conflicting statement? Is that? I mean, the funny thing is, then why did he if he tell the government is playing on his own intelligence? Why did he leave from here during the time this thing happened? Why took him to Ghana? And by which means he came back and claiming that you're in a hotel with 10 government officials, like only name 3, 10 government officials went to visit him in the hotel. Don't you know you have to, only thing is saying you have to bring evidence towards it? I mean, the guys are just making the case long for the representative. They're making the case long. Then they took this press release to CDC headquarters. Why are they doing the judge we are? They don't think all these things happening, I think on mention we are. Why do they do all these things? They are prolonging this case. That's my thought. That's my take, sir.
Thank you. You made your point. 077-77-1075, 080-1075 are the numbers to call. 077-77-1075, 085-1075. Good morning. Your life. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning. I'm David D. Calling from Water.
Go on.
Yeah. So my concern this morning had to do with the capital building case. Yeah. So the case, the government provided evidence. Recently, they said our AR and what are you? And I want for the library to understand that they cover me in question, cover that man I went to jail in America. Cover is a sitting councillor. Even the other allegation against the government giving somebody 200,000 to testify against cover. That may be a plan something. It may be a plan something. So I want for the library to be for but that other one. Cover is a sitting councillor and politics case. This case is a high profile case. So you don't just take like setting statement and just for and then start making some decision or listening.
Yeah, true. That's the reason why we all should just give the court a chance to do this, because it is certainly in our purview. Thank you. Let's talk to another caller. Good morning. You're live. What's your name and where?
Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my sister Lorena. My sister.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Wow.
My name is Josiah Smoke, calling from the Corona Peace Island, Commander of 540.
Welcome.
Let me say thank you to the people. Let me say this. That one I will tell people. They part of the core CDC, they're going opposite to entertain people. They were in government saying us. No, let me tell you, this capital building case, we discussing state case. The first branch of government seats for the nations were burned. Then they bring somebody of person of interest. Then he can't sell on radio. Say 50,000, but again 2,000 for it. Then one part press conference 50,000. Then he accepted on Magabuka to Mahal again 200,000. One ambassador say you know the need. One black girl this. No, let me tell you this. In the court of common jurisdiction, it's not feeling. Lord, deal with evidences. If you know they allow you, they reduce to catch you before the court. Somebody cover a assistant lawyer. He practiced law in America. When he went to jail for 5 years to free him. He know the legal proceeding. They brought and put last in the hands of the accused. What they call the prima facie on the law. So all that thing he's talking down there, whether 200,000 or force to come and what have you, we will get the due process a chance because we want to see to the conclusion how they see the government will burn and want for the law to take a course on all of us. Because it is on all of us. It's not about feeding the whole press company. Give me this and that. But let me tell you, if you can say money thing, I must sound and let me hear me. When you speak, I take my time to listen. I take my time to digest. I take my time to come up with my conclusions the way I understand what you say. So all I want you talking here again, 200,000, 6,000, 50,000, come out 50,000, my brother. We know what God stage money thing around here. Only the court in the court of current jurisdictions that will give us the clarity. So that's why when he appear before the court, he will bring some of names. He forgot about why ambassador. He will produce some people. Who told you that one radio station was talking about that? They're asking you.
The radio station.
My ambulance,
It was
all
at
the
the police
things.
station.
My brother went to see what the process changed. We want to see this case to the logical conclusion. It's about our country.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you too.
Our brother, our better brother.
Okay, let's speak of this caller. Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Lorena,
Yeah, welcome. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Ambu Shagwandi. I'm calling from Police Academy now.
Okay.
You know, the issue about the Fanatic Kofa and this, where the guy name is.
Yep.
It's this year. You know, I just wanted, why they can get wait for the court? All that thing I just tactics, scare tactics or delay tactics to make it look like the government is this, the government is that. You all wait. You see, evidence don't lie. That's what they call it, evidence. Whether it's circumstantial, whether it's physical, money, I'm pushing money by the way. Whether it's circumstantial or physical, to the Yanti family, you all wait. I saw that thing, I just flipped. It was making me vex. It was making me vex. I was saying, why didn't you talk about it? Why didn't bring it up? Now that because the court, the thing are going to criminal court, become an organ thing, or they bribe me, or they do this. Then why you run away? Okay. That is the first place of guilt. He's guilty as hell. They should hold him as a prime suspect. We all know that Fanatic Kofa, he go put gas to that place, or all the other lawmakers, but they at least facilitated. They did. Now I can put my neck on champion bull. And I got reason to give you that they were benefited. Because they were not enjoying the building. They put it so, the court said this. The court said this, the court said no. They put it away, they said no. But they just bring the place here.
Thank you.
It makes sense to me.
Okay, so it makes sense to
I would do the same thing. If I would do the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll take more calls.
Like you said.
As we take your calls, keep playing against *255 *4 hash, *255 *4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. *255 *4 hash.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You are live. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Malima calling from agriculture.
Malima.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First of all, happy birthday to you, my brother Emmanuel.
Yeah, belated birthday. Thank you.
Baby long life.
Okay, thank you.
This is Lorena. Good morning. You know.
Good morning.
You know, sometimes we can be saying now in our people can get in, right? Or listening to some people talking on radio, we can say, you know, maybe somebody have the opportunity to go for land, do things in the country. So people can just talk like this. They really want to talk. They don't want to satisfy themselves. So how sure are you that? Can you imagine, bro? You receive 50,000. You receive a first amount, 50,000. Then your family receive it. Then you come, you receive 200. You refuse 200,000. So 200,000 and 50,000, which one is greater than their friend? How sure are you that you refuse 200,000, then you receive 50,000? So you know it's just complicated. You know, the CDC want to do anything, they should let it wait for 2029. When they all beyond bar, then we'll know that yes, they can do something.
Thank you, sir.
So we see the case moving forward.
All right.
Thank you. All right, we have 15 minutes to go. We are here taking calls in Don George as we go on. *255 *4 hash. *255 *4 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. *255 *4 hash. We are giving up to 30,000 Liberian dollars. So I encourage you to play. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. *255 *4 hash. It's the core *255 *4 hash. You play with the minimum of 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cents USD that qualifies you to play and win for yourself some cash. *255 *4 hash. *255 *4 hash. So it's 077771075, 055101075, and the numbers to call 077771075, 055101075. MOE Police Info Street ban on Gala Day and Wise Street Parade, citing raising safety concern.
Yep, Emmanuel.
Hello.
I'm sure you're close with that story.
Yeah. Hello. Okay.
Emmanuel, last week I went through that.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids. Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. What is the name?
Marina and Uncle Imare. How you doing?
We are good. Welcome. What's the name? Where you calling us from? Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Siri.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, please. Siri, are you there? We'll take the next caller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you hearing us?
Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Eureka. It's when I'm from Nimatali.
Okay, go ahead, Eureka.
Yeah, this is my first time listening to your information. But for my understanding, the information that is given is not factual.
Okay.
Yes, it's not factual. You going, giving information for you accepting money, you returning it back, it's not factual. What we need to clarify here is from the information from the court.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, from the court.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, we will.
Okay.
All right.
Hello?
Thank you. Yeah,
she's saying the law should take its course.
Yeah, sure.
We are with the investigation. We are with results from the case.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live on the show. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning, my sister, Lorena, my better sister.
Mm-hmm.
My name is James B. Mazepa. I'm calling from King of Village.
Welcome, James.
Thank you. You know, let us sometimes remind our brothers and sisters who claim that they're educated in this country. We can remember there was a case between an immigration fellow between Manasaditan to Rawa International Airport. When the old man arrested a Nigerian drugs addict, the man passed through the terminal, nobody saw him. When they arrested that man, the only man I arrested that man, there were a lot of offers that were given to that man. And he refused it. He rejected it. He decided to put country first. By the end of the day, what began of that old man? That Nigerian government requested for him on an early year to prosecute that man. Nigerian government said I was a citizen on an early, if any of you can remember, if you're here. So if somebody saying our offer this amount, they can offer you the first one. When you say no, they add it up to convince you. So as everybody is saying, the capital bidding issue affecting everybody that was sit down there, granted. But today, let me be asking the question, what happened to the two parties that were there when the conflict was taking place? Why did not all of people to question them, which is the majority group today? Let me give you another example. Your CEO, when you're having an issue in America, they put only investigators set on alone. Everybody that was part of that issue were investigated. So all the people whenever Seldon to go to court, why Seldon did not go to court to jail up to today? Because the people took time to investigate all the actors that were involved into those things. So Liberian people, let us stop the kind of thing. Today, yesterday people say any cleansing people were saying it. Today, we targeting
Thank
one
you very
track.
much. Thank you so much. We'll take another caller if we'll take one more and then we'll close it,
Yes,
or if it is over.
We have to take one more call.
All right.
Yes, and then we will close up on the call segment.
We need to give them time. They are not guests on the show. You just put your point through quickly.
Hello?
So others can come.
Good morning.
Yes,
good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Well, my name is Spring Samuel, and I phoned in from PSV Juba this morning.
All right. Quickly to the point.
Well, to the issue of this guy, I listened to many persons talking about the guy is lying, he's doing this, he's doing that. But one thing you should understand that this amount, this inducement, according to the inducement amount that this guy has pronounced on the radio, I think it is not fluctuating. It is not going up and down. But rather, it's keep the deal was 50,000 initially, and you refuse to agree. So it went up to 100,000, and you refuse to agree. It went up to 200,000. So people should be conscious of the fact that if government or any institution or where you have the presence of interest and want to testify on behalf of the government, mind you, this case is a very grave allegation. I think this is a legal case.
Thank you.
So if government loses a case, they're going to pay more than 200,000. That's a rationale right there. So people should understand these things. I'm not saying he's saying the truth.
But you should be confident of the fact that if government needs something or any institution needs something for you and the whole area as person of interest, that can be able to save them from the trouble that they have created.
Thank you, sir.
Automatically have to do inducement, and inducement will be judicial department the whom salary do.
Thank you.
So these are the issues. That's not the issue of the education minister. Let me say this. This government, if the government has nothing to offer us, let them please try to give our things are customary to us. Let them give it to us. Since President Bagato only created the education school company life, up to the day we cannot play any game over in the night anymore. The life is dead. Everything that all we need actually is the that we even need to improve our life. It's not happening in our life.
All right, sir.
Thank you for your time this morning.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
All right, so we'll hold it there. We'll not take calls again. We're not taking calls again because we have exhausted the time. So we have to move to other things. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Emmanuel, talking about the education ministry thing, I heard one of the ministers on yesterday on another radio station, and he was saying that then another minister called from the same ministry saying that they will not hold parents because somebody is saying, oh, they should hold the parents responsible if they are asked for a particular fee and they pay. And then another minister called and said, no, we'll not hold the parents responsible for the gala day fee and no extra fees. We'll hold the school responsible. It's just getting too much. But read the story, and what you are about to read, I went through that last week. See the people, babies, Emmanuel, drilling, marching through the streets.
Small children.
Showcasing their career day or whatever it is that they call gala day. Babies. They should, if you wanted to dress like the school my son goes to, they don't march around the streets. They know the kind of parents they get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? So, of course, God first, thank God they are wise enough.
Yeah,
they will do their career day, Emmanuel. They dress, will go there, we do our video and shoot, but they don't drill. Because these children are small. To control them are not small thing. And there are reckless drivers. They're angry already. And see our roads, see the streets, our great expressway.
Very tiny.
Yeah, so I mean, we just go through the story.
So it says the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the Liberia National Police (LNP), has announced the immediate enforcement of a nationwide ban on street parades associated with Gala Day graduation ceremonies and WAS celebration. The move comes amid growing safety concern and increasing accidents of public disorder. The crackdown targets pretentious students' precision, many of which have escalated into dangerous activities involving minor riding on top of moving vehicles, obstructing traffic, and in some cases, suffering serious injuries. Yeah, the issue of the queen, the king, wait for the car. So the car not open that car. The small beginning,
on the top of the car. Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen it.
Speaking at a joint press conference on Tuesday, Education Minister Jaso Jala said the ministry could no longer ignore the risks posed by this unsanctioned celebration. The safety and success of every Liberian child remain our utmost priority, Minister Jaso said. Let us work together to foster an environment of order, proud, and responsible celebration. She emphasized that all graduation-related activity must now be held in control venues such as a school campus, community hall, or stadium under strict supervision and subject to ministry approval. So the ministry, in line with the Liberia National Police, they have put ban on the parade. Small children on the street.
Yes,
and the funny part of the entire thing, Lorena, some school they have practiced. Yeah, they're not small money for the children about
already. So
you're gonna have career
in the building, in the hall.
And this is one thing that is missing from our academic calendar career day, to have experts from various sectors coming to talk to the children, and then with that,
the children only address what is
that,
it won't be
with
in the
that,
future.
the children have a sense of understanding
what the career is about.
Yeah, what path to choose. Even some of us, we were unfortunate. we didn't have some of those things career the apparel. I remember some point in time there was a ban on drilling, and we didn't drill. They call it out.
So it has happened before,
Yes,
and
it
then it
happened.
has gone right back to
It
it.
happened before.
So it should be put on the
Even
book.
graduation. So some point in time we saw those things. I think in terms of the kids' safety, that is welcoming. But on the other hand, the school can rethink how to initiate these things. If you're not going on the street and parade, you can have career day. Everybody can stay dressed in a uniform.
Yeah.
The people that won't be 16 years, they can join us 16 years. We put a little bit on that, but I 16 years, I can see. Most children can be in 16 years, you know, shopping, pick my neighbor, put an allergy.
I saw a video with a kid. I even started. I just saw the next IG. See that begin your police, you know, for strengthening and putting everybody on after he felt so good. And he's tall, you know, he's huge. Almost it seemed like I said, yeah, I just saw it.
No, it is a very good time for the children.
They like it. They want to celebrate. They want to
I love to see those things, but the safety too of the children matter. You don't want someone car running to go for pit, then it turn another way around, and that is wrong.
My kids' school, they do it. You know, they have career day. They have cultural day where you represent your counties, KHMS. You represent your county, you know. You see my son, he comes out like a crew warrior. You wear his bumbo lapa with his so now only thing like he put potter on his face, and you know, we dress him that way. You see him coming off. See what the way he can make a face.
Yeah, man, you know,
yeah, it can be easy. You know, then they create the photo shoot area where they come in, you know, they walk on the carpet, the green carpet, and you know, but it's right there at the school compound. So all the fun that we have it there. And then at the end of the program, they have this refreshment where you eat and drink, parents, you know, the auditorium. So but they don't take them outside to march. They don't do that. Yeah,
because and then, even the Congo road very risky.
And then when the career day too, the all road I've seen the children all road that is based with motorcyclists moving and about.
Yeah.
So where motorcycles are moving safe is even more risky. And then cars and trucks and continuums, all of them moving there. So kudos to the Ministry of Education for opening their eyes. But this time, it's not just saying that we've talked about it on the radio, but it is also for it to be, you know, implemented where they put it on the books. Tomorrow, if Jasso is no longer minister, the next minister will come, we know that, you know, no, this is what is on the book. We continue dating and continuity. So the children are not going to be marching in the streets anymore. Now, like you said, it happened before, but then again, it went right back to it. So it's not just about saying it verbally, but it should be, you know, enacted into law. Let it be a serious thing. Emmanuel, we don't have much time.
Yeah. So we have to wrap up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up. And then probably
when
you come up, then you do the calling.
All right. So let me say congratulations to all of those winning. Keep playing the game. *255 *4#. Win yourself thousands, hundreds of thousands of Liberian dollars here today. The fact that you are listening to Spawn, you're watching Spawn. We say thanks to all of our viewers. We saw some of your comments. Sorry, we don't have much time to, you know, read it out. We'll try to read out some comments tomorrow. Please come back here tomorrow. We want to see you, you know, invite others, share the show, make sure they listen. You can even go and do some screen videos, recordings of what you heard, maybe from the callers or from us, our presentation, the analysis. You're not happy, you're happy. Any way you engage us, we appreciate you. So many thanks to other streaming platforms that stream the show, and even those that, you know, just relay the programs in different counties and communities. We appreciate you. From my end, Lorena Honorary, I'm still around though, but I say, hey, always put God first in whatever you do.
All right, so that's how we wrap up under this edition of the program. It's actually 10 o'clock. Thanks a lot for always following. We'll be back here tomorrow with another splendid edition of the program. My name is Emmanuel Palen David. Keep following Spoon TV and get the best, because we offer nothing but the best, and we dish out Liberia's best authentic information, education, as well as maximum entertainment. Keep following Spoon. And our business office is open. We here open for business, and we're encouraging you to do business with us because we have a bigger platform to sell your goods and your products and your services as well. So we are encouraging you to stop by at our business office and do business with our guys there, so we can move on. Thank you. Till tomorrow. Bye-bye.